Thanks for staying tuned. Now, the last lap of our conversation this afternoon takes us to the issue of women and the economic insecurity that they experience in the Niger Delta region, talking about livelihoods among Niger Delta women, which is said to be tied to unemployment, underemployment, and the uneven benefits of oil wealth in the region. As we explore the barriers from inadequate financial inclusion to skills gaps and displacement by industrial projects, we also spotlight the women finding creative ways to survive and thrive. There are elements holding the region's women back, and can they break free? And talking about legislative support, how much of that are in favor of women? What are female legislators doing countrywide to support their own in their different jurisdictions of relevance? We have joining us to help us understand the realities and chart a way forward, member representing Uruan State Constituency and Chairman, House Committee on Finance, Honorable Dr. Itorobong Etim. She joins us live. You're welcome on the program, Doctor.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, Doctor.
Thank you.
Well, let's just start with your constituency. Recently, you visited there, and the women there had a reason to smile because of your intervention. We talk about supporting women who are into small-scale businesses and ensuring that they are able to support themselves and their family. What informed this, if not, you must have seen something going on with them and a need to address issues that they are grappling with. Just tell us a little bit about the issue of women and how their empowerment is going within the Niger Delta region and specifically Akwa Ibom State.
Okay, thank you so very much, and thank you for having me. Issues about women, surrounding women economically, financially, even in leadership, can only be explained and understood by women because we have come a long way as women. And having had to grow through a patriarchal family where women are always like, okay, who is the next person? If there's no next man, they go to the woman. And if you're unlucky that your mother had you like 5 girls, yours is finished. You understand? So we've come from there and getting to be married and getting to the larger society where it is felt that women should only be seen and not heard. We have a long journey to go and a long story to tell. Unfortunately, you become widowed at an early age. You have a whole lot in your hands to deal with. So, and having been one myself, I have come to appreciate why we need to stretch forth our hands and hold women and bring a lot of women come up. Because you see, when you empower a woman, you have empowered the family. You've empowered the family. Because on a lighter note, she doesn't spend her money in joints.
Okay.
She doesn't spend her money in joints. Her joint is her children, her family, and the well-being of the people.
Jewelries, though.
She doesn't do jewelries like that. She does it when she has excess, not like first line charge.
Okay.
Understand? So you know that when you have trained and empowered a woman, you have empowered a generation. So coming from that and being a legislator, we know that so far the percentage required for legislation, as in the House of Assemblies and other houses, we've not even had up to 10% representation. You understand? So there's need always and every time to see how we can bring up more women, how we can encourage. And you see, when people say women are not their fellow women supporters, I laugh. Because people like us, people like me, you know, my first um, people to reach out to is to see how we can bring up, to inspire, to make women grow, to take their rightful position.
All right, Doctor. So what kind of skill, relevant skill, do you think women should equip themselves in order to take advantage of opportunities that might come?
Well, it's not like there's a relevant skill or a particular skill, but just being the best wherever you find yourself. You know, even in the business world, in the university, wherever in medicals, you find out that we have 80% nurses, and always and always the chairman of Nigerian Nurses Forum or whatever is a man. And maybe male nurses are like 5% of the 95%, but it's a man that is a lot of the times their president. So you find out that even in male in some states, I've heard that we have commissioner for women affairs, a man dealing with women affairs. So we can never overflow the issue of making women rise. So it's not about what kind of profession, what kind of business, but ensuring that wherever they find themselves, they are so hardworking that they are recognized. They are not they're not looking for sympathy. They shouldn't be looking for some sympathy, because when you're like, I am weak, I am that, you're looking for sympathy. And when you're bringing sympathy to the table of discussion, you're not fit to be on the table of discussion.
I have actually come across some group of women that were given opportunity. A lot of them did not know what they want to do with the funds that will be given to them. So the people that are supposed to give them the funds, you're like, if you don't know what you're supposed to do with it, how do we now give you the funds? You ask, what do you want to do? How much should we give you to carry out a particular trade? Some of them didn't really know what they want to do. And the person given the money is interested in knowing how the funds will be utilized.
Okay. Talking about women in business, women are doing business. A lot of women are in business, but sometimes there are many businesses. They sell groundnuts, they sell cassava, they sell stuffs. You understand? They are in business. So many women are into business, but they may not know maybe the English term for what they are doing, or the kind of I should say modern kind of cooperative they should do, but they are involved. You understand? And what we need to do is to help them go beyond where they are, to make them see that they are more than where they are. It's not as if they're not doing things. They are doing things. And then coming to the political angle, a lot of them are not interested. Perhaps because of what people say about women in politics, which we have to debrief a lot of people. People say women in politics are this, are that, are that, are that. And so the very intelligent ones that should come in are not there, because it's been branded as not being good enough. So the duty and responsibility that we have is to make them know that, in as much as it is called economic insecurity, not as if there's an economic insecurity, but we need to up our games.
All right. We're talking about women-led legislations and the efforts that must go in towards ensuring that issues that affect women more are put at the front burner. Do you think that enough has been done? And if you were to recommend steps that can be taken towards ensuring that those legislations that specifically cater for issues affecting women, what would those specific
Okay, currently we are working on a bill for reserved seats for women at the National Assembly and State Assembly too. And that is first and foremost the first step towards getting it right. People hear about reserve bill, the reserve seat for women, they don't really understand what it is about. It's like, first and foremost, is a temporary thing. It's a temporary thing. It's not like it's going to be a permanent thing. Temporary thing to see if you can achieve at least 30%. And what does it mean? It is created, maybe it's like Senate, one per state, and it's only women that can contest for that seat. Men are not expected to contest. And if we have, first and foremost, one seat per state in the Senate meant for a woman, we're sure that we're going to have at least 36 women at the Senate. And like I said, and I keep saying, issues that has to do with maybe women hygiene, maybe kitchen, maybe child raising, maybe giving birth, if we don't have women form a quorum to discuss it, because they are the ones that feel it, we may not get it right.
All right, let's start this conversation by having you give us some creative perspectives that can be used towards ensuring that women are more empowered in the Niger Delta region. Do you think that there are those steps that can be tapped into to bring the women folk more to the fore and empower them more to be able to achieve their dreams and live their best lives?
If we need to bring in more women, we have to be intentional about turning our attention to the needs of the women. Like you just talked about my empowerment the other time. I did like a week ago. Turning our attention to even go to schools to raise female leaders, young leaders. Sometimes opportunities may come to bring in female counselors, and we do not have girls that love politics, that maybe are in the university, girls that are graduates that can start a career in politics. You understand what I mean? And what do we need to do to intentionally start grooming them, telling them they need to be involved in leadership, giving talks, advocating. And by the way, that's what I do. I've been doing that, working with young girls for a long time. And on Monday, I'm starting another one around with young girls, at the Girl Child Academy, where I groom about 200 girls for a week. So it's about being intentional about this process, So that's just how we can go about it.
All right, thank you very much. Member representing Uruan State Constituency and Chairman, House Committee on Finance, Honorable Dr. Itorobong Etim. We must appreciate you for giving your views on the program, and we hope that those legislations that need to go in place towards ensuring that women are more projected would be attended to as soon as possible. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
All right, so that's the size of Niger Delta today. We must thank you especially for sticking with us. It's the weekend, and I'm hoping that you have a terrific one. My name is Xavier Robert. Bye for now.
And I am Siphon Ode. Good afternoon.